have interfered with any other runner. Mobile makes its way into the home straight, 2,030 metres. Green lights up, and they're away. And Hermosa Beach is back into pace. I'd say a good 50 metres behind the field as they head down to the judge on the first occasion. Elsie Gem, Better Ranger, and on the outside, Cullen Sox, all showing good speed early. Money in Tintin settles in fourth spot, then Hear the Thunder, followed by Rock and Roll Mac. And it's on the outside there as they make their way into the back straight of Like a V8, and a long gap back, probably 80 metres away, as Hermosa Beach at the tail of the field. Into the back straight they run. They pass the mile mark. Lead time was 30.9, which is an okay lead time. Elsie Gem on top. It leads out by a metre over Better Ranger on the outside. Third on the leader's back, Money in Tintin. Cullen Sox is fourth, 1-1, followed by Hear the Thunder in the running line. Next on the inside was Like a V8, and then came Rock and Roll Mac, who's second last, and still about 80 metres away at the tail of the field is Hermosa Beach. Down the side of the track they run, and they approach the 1,200 metre point in the final event here at Newcastle. And the leader, as they head up to the home straight, is Elsie Gem, and that first quarter was 30.0. Elsie Gem is the leader and carts them into the straight with a bit over 1,000 metres left to go. Over Better Ranger on the outside, Money in Tintin third, and Cullen Sox is still in fourth spot. Followed next by Like a V8, and then came Hear the Thunder. Still last of the main division, Rock and Roll Mac, and still about 80 metres away, Hermosa Beach at the tail. Out of the straight they run, and they start to pick up a little bit of pace now. And it's Elsie Gem on top, leads out over Better Ranger, Money in Tintin. Cullen Sox just being pushed along on the outside. Followed next by Like a V8, who's still back on the inside. Hear the Thunder, and then came a Rock and Roll Mac, and still 100 metres away at the rear is Hermosa Beach. 29.8 was the second quarter. They're down the back, and Elsie Gem is trying to lead pretty much throughout. Better Ranger on the outside. The driver sits quietly. Money in Tintin angles off the leader's back, gets into the running line, and will now be able to pull out three wide. On the inside was Like a V8, and then came Rock and Roll Mac getting an inside run as Cullen Sox drops off from Hear the Thunder. Off the back in 29.7, and Better Ranger strode to the lead as they ran off the back. Elsie Gem in seconds under a stack of pressure. Into a third spot now, Money in Tintin, and they've got away from Rock and Roll Mac, who's going around Like a V8 into the straight, and it's Better Ranger in front. Coming at it now is Money in Tintin, however. Money in Tintin moved out on the outside of Better Ranger. It's Money in Tintin going to the lead over Better Ranger, who kicks on strongly. Money in Tintin just in front and got there in the last. Money in Tintin by a half head over Better Ranger. Into third spot was Rock and Roll Mac, and fourth then was Elsie Gem, followed by Like a V8, Hear the Thunder, Cullen Sox, and just crossing the line now, Hermosa Beach. 30.2 was the final quarter.